Hello everyone, my name is Olamide.
And I am Oyindamola.
And you're listening to Ola and Oyin podcast, where we discuss and engage on topics and issues that concerns us as human beings, especially stories of growth and learning for young people like us and for even older folks.
Happy New Month, guys. It's another beautiful Friday evening here, and you know what time it is. It's the Ola and Oyin podcast o'clock. How are you all doing? How's your week been? We hope it's been great and fulfilling. If not, keep moving. Things will fall in place shortly. Well, you guys already know my voice, but for the sake of our new listeners, I am Oyindamola, and with me as usual is my amazing co-host Olamide. Thank you all for tuning in. So, Olamide, how has your week been? Like, how have you been since the last episode?
Yeah, my week has been great. I've listened to less podcasts this week. By the way, I listened to us all over again during the course of the week. I enjoyed our 1 hour time last Friday.
Last Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Basically, the week has been just normal. Go to work, do some other things that you do, and that's it for me.
I'm sure Nigeria has been fair with you.
Has been fair with me.
Yeah.
That's an assessment I don't even know how to judge. Like, I don't even know how to rate that. I'm just living as a normal person in this country.
As a normal person.
Every normal person is just struggling,
I get. Nigeria is
trying
hard
to
now.
make do with what they
But we are
can.
surviving.
Exactly. You're surviving. That's the word.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Yeah, I've equally been good. My week, not so eventful, but it's been alright. And as usual, Nigeria will mess you up. Things are freaking expensive these days. You just cannot go out there and say you want to pick something and you're just shocked. Especially if you go with the exact amount of maybe the previous price you got it. You're like, you just say, I want to get so thing, and you're like 500, and you're like, I got it 200 last. I don't understand. How is that? And I got tomatoes and pepper, which just day before yesterday or so. Oh God, I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
But as I said,
I think is that
surviving.
due to the blockade, the southern blockade? I don't know. I've been hearing it.
Yes. But I heard that even over there in the north, the onions. Onions is very expensive. But now, like a bag of 35k crashed to 7k over there. So I don't know. Things will be normal again. But it's just that
God
that
have
short
mercy.
period of time. Like that guy is a vibe. The way he laughs and the way the whole movement of his body, the head backwards and forward, and it's just funny.
Anytime I don't want to stress myself about the J, I just think about
And that
it.
paper with him that makes it look like a little bit serious. It's just
Funny suit and color
you
combination.
get. But it's vibe. It's good. So what's up now? What happened in Nigeria? Aside the whole price hike and all of that, what happened?
Well, there's a good news. We have COVID vaccine, arrived in Nigeria. So
Yes. That's
it's a
true.
big deal. I think we can start our vaccination journey as a nation now.
Yes, people should go out there. Register first. I think there's a registration process.
Online.
Yes, and then
I've done mine.
Alright, that's good.
What
I
you say?
actually started yesterday, but I don't know. Along the line, I stopped for some reason.
Why? Doesn't take long.
I know it doesn't. I just had to figure out the closest place to my place.
Okay.
That's the reason. So
Primary education.
yes, I'm trying to figure out the closest. So I just paused, but I would finish up today, though. So guys, just take it. I know that there are conspiracy theories flying up and down, but don't worry, guys. Like, at least majority of people, if you did not take the polio vaccine, or I don't know, you've probably taken your children to take the vaccine. So why now? Is either you wait for COVID to come and do the justice, or you take the vaccine. Who will die? Something will kill a man. So don't. Irrespective of the I'm talking about the conspiracy. What they call them?
Yeah, the fears and everything.
Irrespective of all their theories, let's just
there will always be
protect ourselves.
Choose life.
Exactly.
Vaccine is life in this
Don't
pandemic.
let anybody tell you how you will live your life. It's your life. Anything that happens, it's yours. So at least take the best decision for yourself. As for me, I'm going to take the vaccine.
Same here.
So, any other thing? Vaccine good news? Any other good news?
I think we should stop on good news.
We should just stop on good news. Okay.
If you want to go for, I don't know. I really don't know.
All
So
right.
guys, I think we should just jump right into what we have to discuss today.
Yes.
So, as always, guys, we are back again with another interesting discussion, young people discussion. This time we'll be talking about trend adoption.
The way you are saying discussion, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Continue.
Funny?
Yes. Like the emphasis on the discussion.
Yeah, it's discussion. It's just like we sit down on a couch and we are chit-chatting.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
everybody, everybody does a form of, but they don't call it podcast. Podcast is just you bringing it to the world. Yeah,
Exactly.
So everybody does just having a chit-chat conversation about things we care about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that being said, let's get back to trend adoption.
Yes, that's the topic of the day.
Trend, I trends are fascinating thing, At a point in time, I feel like every one of us have jumped on a trend before.
Yeah.
Whether it's social or career, trend can be in any form. It can take any form. It might be fashion, it might be arts, it might be even spiritual way of life. There can be something trending in it. You understand?
Ritual? Okay.
Yeah, there might be if you look at it critically. So, and it might be good or bad depending on how you are, the perspective you are looking at it from. You understand?
Sure.
So that is why some will go for trend A, some will not go for it, some will jump on B, and some will not jump on A. You understand? Perspective. And how we want to discuss, have a conversation around that. How does jumping on trend and then the transient nature of trend, not all trend. I mean, trend in the world. I don't think. Yeah, it's a transient thing. I don't think it's a permanent. If it was a permanent thing, I don't think it's called trend.
Yeah, it's what's happening right now. What's happening for
exactly
a period of time.
Exactly what people are discussing about, what people are talking about, and all those things. So I was saying that we've all jumped on it at one point. So
Sure.
The discussion is going to center around how does jumping on trend on and off with the transient nature, how does it affect us as young people as we grow up, as we develop? How does it affect some other life choices that we make, some other decisions we take in our lives, trend, So that it will be interesting, don't you think?
I believe so. Our listeners rather, would enjoy this because it's what's trending now. Yes.
So this is a trend.
Yes, it's a trend. It's going to trend.
So do you have any story or don't let me say what's your story?
Personally, I feel like trends have come and go, but I wouldn't say personally, but in the fashion line, we all know, like fashion, especially in fashion line, trends
It's
come
always
and go. Like it's almost every time, every season,
constant.
you see something come, something trend. Everybody's crazy about it, and in some few months time or few years, has it been
Later.
years? I don't know. Just I feel 6
Some
months
can be
max.
short, some can
Yeah,
be
some
long.
can be short, some can be long. So people go crazy about it, and the next thing it's over. I remembered. I cannot remember the year precisely
Precisely.
now. Maybe carrots. I don't know the year. I can't really. But I know that carrots trousers for guys was trending massively some years back, and almost every guy even female wanted to wear it, and I'm like, okay. I know the funny thing is, because of how I grew up, I really do not have the luxury of jumping on trends
Trend.
anyhow, so that helps me to curb what I jump on. So everybody wants to wear it. People that even had normal trousers went to change their straight into
Advertise
carrot. You
it.
get carrotize it. You get
I just
mad
I coined that word. It's
mad
not a new word.
as in even this mad that we are saying is a trend. In some
Exactly.
years to
Mad
come, it will not be. We'll have another. I don't know. Something else will
When we
come.
talk about
So
how trend have effect on us, I think there's a lot to talk about. Just continue. I
exactly.
remember something.
So now that the whole carrot issue has died down, there's another is ripped jeans now. And another thing is trends go and come. That's
Exactly.
the thing. Because in a way it probably evolves and it comes in another form. Now people can wear carrots, but you might not really see it as carrots because it's not what it is, but it's there, and after a while it might pop up and spring up again rather, and people yes, carrots, forgetting. Because I remember then when every youth was crazy about carrots, some old folks were like sorry, pardon my Yoruba, but in the past, that means what they've worn in the past. Like they called it a particular name, a Yoruba attire like that. I've forgotten what they called it. That they want something like that, something similar. It might not be exactly, but the whole tightening at the ankle and everything was the same way. So you can imagine.
It was just what you can remember
evolution
is
of
fashion for you.
That's one of those things, and with slangs too.
Usually, when you talk about trend, people usually think of fashion.
First off, yes, but it's more than that. I know, it's more than that. Even with it's not fashion now. Should I say way of life or this fit farm thing? Like a lot of people want to join not even because they are trying to be fit, in fact, but because that's what everybody's eating veggie. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be eating veggie. Cool. You get, it's cool.
That's another angle.
Everybody wants. So I feel like it's not wrong to jump on trends. Trends, as you said, trends can be good, trends can be bad. All we just have to focus on is how did they affect us? What's our reason for doing it? Are our reason valid? Like, are they solid reasons? Are they just not?
Exactly.
So
for me, I'm not personally now, I'm not a trendy person. Although I know what's going on.
You know what's going on, boy.
I keep tab with information. I know what's going on among even the children, the teens. I try to know what's going on, what's the trend.
Yeah.
You understand? But I usually have this restraint when there's a new trend.
Okay.
I just allow people to, get involved, and I see, okay, and I think about pros, cons. Why am I choosing this? Do I really want to do this? Is this me, or is just what the society is crazy about?
You get
at this point in time. So it takes me a while. Sometimes I jump on things, say trouser, for example, that you made reference.
Okay.
There might even be another trend. Maybe something, there's a trend now. Let's say, for example, there's a trend now. Then in 6 months, it's no longer trending. people have moved past it. It's after that 6 months I just
Like
come back to
you
that
just
day.
you get you get.
So
So that's something. Sometimes it's
sometimes it
not
happens like
about.
that for me.
It's about when you actually need that particular.
When you are there in your mind, your head,
Exactly.
in your own decision making, like,
When
okay,
it comes to fashion, it might be you, even though it's not in vogue then, like it's not trending as at that time you are wearing it. It might be you trying to create a masterpiece or something, and you just try to infuse something from that time into it to create your own kind of fashion. You get your own kind of outfit. So it's not bad to wear it after. It's just you knowing that, oh yes, this is when I want to do it, this is how I want to do it, and it's
and
on your
sometimes
turn.
it's just because sometimes because a lot of people are doing it, just irritates you.
Yes, like
So
I've heard
sometimes it's
people
not even
say
about what you care about, what aligns with you and your belief.
it's
It's just
just like
because
a lot of people doing the
everybody
same
is
thing.
doing it, or maybe there's a thing of class too in it. Say there's a trend, and
Okay.
the elites are the
Yes.
ones trending it.
Okay.
I think a lot of people find it easier.
To jump on.
Take for example when dread and all of these things started.
Yes.
We are still on fashion now. I think there's a lot to unpack in fashion trend. Some people did not. They felt like the category of people, the class, the society as class, obviously, like the class of people that were, going for that trend, that were, changing their hairstyle to dread, whatever, are not. They judge themselves that they are not in that category, and they don't want people to see them as you're having this kind of hairdo. You understand? So now that celebrities, elite people we even look up to say dyeing hair, changing their hair, they don't give an F, or is it F? I don't want to say.
Yes, they don't care about.
Yeah, they don't care about what the society thinks anymore.
The culture
It's sweeping across the hairdo, the hairstyle is sweeping across culture. You understand? So, and it is even making what is usually not seen as acceptable
most times
now acceptable. So people jump on it then. So people wait for a certain group of people to get involved too. And that's a question for maybe our character.
Okay.
So like in our own decision, do you have to wait for people to get involved with this before you can make up your mind to do it? That's why this topic is about how does it affect our decision making.
Do we have to? You're asking if we have to.
Yes, I'm saying it begs the question that
yes,
do we really have to
wait for people
why
to
not just jump on it because you like it in the first place when it came?
Okay,
why do you have to wait for a certain group of people
we're
to
saying
be on it?
Okay, now that's a question of why do people jump on the trend? Like why do we jump on trends? Like why do we accept trends and all of that? When it comes to fashion, as we've said, most of the trends are probably things from celebrities. And you know how celebrities are, a lot of them are like role models to so many people.
A lot of young people.
You get. So when you see someone that you're looking up to do a particular thing, sometimes, even blindly, people just follow. Like you cannot do any wrong. These celebrities cannot do any wrong.
It's easier to make that decision.
You get. It's just easy because imagine Wizkid fans or Davido fans or Burna Boy fans. If Burna Boy should do something today, everybody be like, his fans will be like, that's what's in. Like you cannot tell them anything to say that's not what's happening. If he's not putting on clothes today, it's possible you see people that are not putting on their clothes for the next 5 days because it's what's happening. You get. So people, sometimes it is as a result of people mentor or who they look up to. That's why they jump on certain things that are happening. Like that's one of the reasons. Like they don't even get to think about it. They just feel like this person is doing it. It has to be right. It could even be their pastor. This person is doing it. It has to be right.
Yeah, that was what I said. Spiritual trend. They are spiritual trend.
It just have to be right.
And people contract it too.
So that is one of the reasons why people would jump on trend. But
I think there are a lot of reasons.
and
Any other reason? You mentioned maybe your conviction, maybe because people that are getting involved in the trend are not your class. What are some of the reasons?
well, like that's like I feel like that's basically most of the reason why people, it's a trend and everybody wants to be in vogue, everybody wants to be aware, so people want to be when they go out and just to say that yes, I know what's happening, and they forget the fact that you don't even need to actually participate in it to know. So some people feel like they have to be a part of it to tell people or to announce.
Is there a point of validation?
It could be. Yes,
Because
that's something.
we all need some level of validation.
Exactly.
We are not living in isolation from people. So people might actually jump on trend because they want
Validation.
maybe from their
It's possible.
friends,
It's actually possible. Especially, okay, take for instance someone that is going into, let's say, the entertainment industry now, and you are all conservative, you're not the kind of person that would go all out with the hairstyle or with the clothing or the shoes or something.
With the culture
You get
genre you are trying to promote.
you get, and then something is happening. The funny thing is, this kind of person, just because you want to be accepted here. And I feel another point of some people jump on trend, validation, yes, also insecurities, or trends sometimes cause insecurities and people want to,
These are some of the things I say we will talk about. Look at that. Because you want validation, jump on a trend.
Exactly, and
it's creating that hole of insecurity in you. Is expanding in the more because trend, like we said, is transient. It comes and goes. There's a new one, you jump on it again.
Exactly.
You are kind of losing your identity.
You get it. People
some
say
people can argue that maybe you don't even have an identity in the first place.
You're a chameleon. You can just pick up any form. Yeah.
Maybe identity is not fixed.
That should be another topic.
That can be another bit of discussion. Is identity fixed? Because that kind of scenario where you're just changing, jumping on trend, is a question of identity sometimes. But every one of us has jumped on trend before. Do we now say that we all don't have a fixed identity, or is it even normal to have a fixed identity?
You can jump a trend and it's not about you not having a fixed identity. It might actually align with your value. That's why you jumped on it. It might actually be something you like. That's why you jumped on it. You did not just jump on it because everybody is doing it and you want to be a part of the wave. You want to be a part of what's happening in town, and people will see you and be like, yeah, that guy knows what's going on. That girl knows what's happening,
So, like I said, they are good and they are bad.
They are bad depending on
it and which angle you are looking at.
Exactly. And I feel like we should not just jump on trend. That's the thing. We don't just, yes, it's good to know what's going on. You can know what's going on without even being a part of the whole trend thing.
For example, the silhouette challenge, the challenge that comes up on Twitter every now and then.
Yes.
You see people, this Bob Daddy came, you are lost.
Yes, there was transformation trend.
To borrow clothes because of Bob Daddy challenge.
Exactly. So a lot of people are looking for
some people ran into trouble.
Social media, what they call it now?
Validation.
Not validation. Is it validation? Validation is not the word I'm looking for. Yes. They want more followers and all of that.
More engagement.
And so people do a lot of things to. So I think that's one of the reasons.
With that kind of reason, do we say the person knows what they are doing?
Well,
say I want more engagement, I want more Twitter followers, so there's a trend, I just jump on it.
The person has a reason. I feel like everybody does things for a particular reason. There is no way you will not have a reason. Whether it holds water or it does not. You get. So everybody have their reason. Whether I'm just doing it to look good, it's a reason. I just want to look good. I just want to be the king of what's in vogue. It's a reason. But like now, after you have, like, I feel like whatever reason you are choosing to do a particular things, now the consequences, because everything have consequences, whether good or bad, like there's an aftermath. So are you ready to face whatever happens? So someone that borrowed clothes or I don't know whatever way, and you jump on a particular trend to get an engagement and you did not get the engagement,
and probably ran into
debt
trouble
or something,
fashion designer.
You should be ready for that. You should have thought about all those things. That's my own opinion. You should have thought about all these things. Like, okay, what's the probability of this working out? What's this? And if it does not turn out the way I expected, I hope I'm still going to be fine.
So, okay, we've talked about why people jump. So, okay, let's take the conversation further now. Like, why then should we jump on trend? Is there a good reason why we should jump on trend?
One thing,
can we say jump on trend because of this?
I've already said it, that whatever your reason is, or whatever your reasons are, it could be more than one. It's not about, there's no, I wouldn't say there is a particularly, we cannot say it is right or wrong. Like, we cannot outrightly say, oh, this is right or this is a wrong.
We are not seeing it from their lens.
You get. So everybody have their reason. If I'm trying to, social media publicity and all of these things, you have to do a lot of things to get the presence and everything. So if that is what you have to do to get people to click, to get people to like, to get people to view, well, you might have to do it. Nobody wants to read a blog post or view a page that says they are into entertainment news and you're not seeing anything trending, and so you would have to jump on something, even though sometimes your personality, even though it might, some people's personality and their business personality, I don't know how to put that word, it's a little bit different, although there will be some similarities. You get, it's a little bit different. So even though you might not really feel like that's it's a good thing, but I have to do it. You just have to do it for business. So that's why we cannot say it is right. Because if you are looking at it from the perspective, you don't have a social media you are trying to boost or anything you are trying to use it for, you cannot see it from that person's perspective. You cannot see that this particular person is doing it for this reason. So I won't say there is a right or a wrong reason, but personally you should know your right reasons, and it all boils down to your value and why you want to do something.
I think there is another point to make.
Okay.
Knowing where to draw the line. You can up on a trend now, and when you get involved, maybe something is just not right with you. You understand?
Yeah.
For some reason, you jumped on the trend, and something just doesn't seem right with what you're doing. You can withdraw. You can or you can say, okay, maybe there's a scale of 0 to 100 in this trend thing, this particular trend that is trend. Maybe I'm not going more than 50%. You understand? When people were, maybe it's a case of people, like the silhouette thing, sorry to but it again. Some people said it was ladies are making a reveal show of their body and all of those things. Some people did it and did not go completely nude. You understand? So they actually have a boundary to it. Exactly. You can do trend like ripped jeans. There are certain levels to it.
Yes. So
some people will tell you that they cannot cut a big hole. Some people will tell you that they will just put some line. You understand? Yes, so yes. I
Yes,
think
that's
is
true.
knowing where to draw the line for you, knowing how much you can take in this
That's the
period.
thing. That's the thing. It is only when you are doing things, when you're not doing it for yourself, when you're doing it for other people, it might hurt you so much. You might get to the point where you are depressed because everything you are doing is not, there's none that is about you.
It's true.
It's just
Yeah.
for validation, for people to see you that yes, you are in town, you are hot. You get,
What's up?
so if you are normally, I don't even know how someone would except you are going through some phases and you are trying to, sometimes it might be out of depression you are jumping on trends too.
Yeah.
You are trying
You
to
know,
get over yourself or something, trying to, maybe you're just healing and you're trying to do new things and try new. So those kind of
yeah.
people
I
might
was
go
listening
extreme
to.
and
Let
it
me
might
give
not
an
be good
example
for
of
them.
that. I was listening to Olamide's song
Okay.
Triumphant, where he was narrating the story of his struggle in life. His
Okay.
parents died when he was about entering into the music industry. It was about making it. His mom died, his
Okay.
dad died. You understand? So he actually explained in that song the trauma he went through. So in the one of the lines of the song, it was like he dyed his hair green, and people thought it was fashion, but
You
he was
get.
going through a lot. So I think there was that line. You can listen to it again if you
You
are
get.
listening
That's
again.
the thing. People
So
do things for different reasons, and
actually picked it like
we just
this.
want
He was
to.
going through a lot, and he decided to change
People
his
have
style.
alter
Some people just
egos,
go
and
bad, like just cut their skin, skin cuts. Like, I don't want this ear, as if the ear is the problem.
is anything that just makes you feel people. When you see people taking maybe alcohol or smoking weed, as much as we know it is bad. In fact, hello,
Yes.
as much as we know it is bad, and we have
The
seen
what
people
consequences?
we have seen people who say, oh, don't take this, don't do this, don't, you have even seen cases of people getting addicted to these things, and you have seen what the consequences is like and the outcome is like, but you still see people that you never expected to do it, and the next thing is people are like, a whole so person, a whole, you can even be
That's
like
a
a whole
problem to
chief
me.
imam, a whole pastor. These people are humans and they go through things. You don't know why. You know, there are times where I change some things about me because I just feel like I just want to express myself differently. And it could be in vogue then, what's trending then, and people will be
Yes.
like, she's jumping on trend. When
Just to
I don't
feel
even
good.
care. I don't even care what the trend is about. I just feel like
It's good
I
for
just
your
need to
own
let it
healing.
out. You get, so people do different things for different reasons. But the fact that you are trying to let it out, it could also mean maybe you are going extreme, and that extreme can still come back to us. Imagine if
That's
you
why.
are
That's
trying
why.
to get over something. Let me take for instance, you are trying to get over something, and then you have maybe a one night stand with somebody, or you just do something that normally you
You're
would
not
not
proud of.
do. You get, and then in the long run, it comes out to people you don't want to know about it. You did it because you are trying to heal, and then it happens again that now you are healed, and what how am I going to, the solution to your healing, Abi, how am I supposed to say it now, the solution to the problem in the first place, the first problem is now causing another problem. I don't know if you get me.
I don't really get that, but
Okay, hold on. Yeah, you're probably getting out of depression or maybe a sad situation, and then you do a particular thing, and the particular thing is not something you're proud of.
yeah.
But it actually helps you to at least get to a better place, even though you're not proud of it. And because of the kind of person you are, which that one moment is not a definition of who you are. You get me now?
Okay.
And then somehow that particular thing you did that you're not proud of becomes public.
Okay.
It could actually send you back into where you were coming from. You get, so a solution to a particular problem becoming a problem again. So I just feel like now, in while you are trying to if it is true, so depression, you are jumping on trend. Also, just I know it's hard. See, depression is crazy. We don't even talk about it enough.
Yes, we can't
People
really see
experience it
from the
differently.
experience of that person. Yeah.
Exactly. So we can't see it
But
that
I
way.
think even in that, they should still be
A
the
limit,
consciousness
right?
of self, be self-aware, and just know things you can do to just know what you are doing, what the consequences are, then how much you can go, how far you can go.
People.
I don't think, because at the end of the day, the fact
And
that
in
maybe
this,
you are trying to get out of a
in the
mood
world
will
where
not be an excuse if the consequences of what you jumped on to get out of that mood are too grievous or too big to handle. Yeah,
the
so
problem is we live in a world where, especially with social media out there now, and a lot of people putting their businesses out there, which is not
social
wrong.
media
Which is not
is
wrong.
another
It's your
it's
decision
another
to
big
put your
amplifier
business.
of trade. In fact, it's the biggest
Is the
amplifier of
biggest.
trade.
It's your business to pull your. It's your decision to put your business out there. But the fact that a lot of people now have opinion just because you put it out there, even if you unsolicited opinion, and as much as it is unsolicited and you don't want to care about it, but once you just read one or once you just see one, it's changed things. If it's a bad comment or like something that's not good, it changes a lot about you, and it puts you in a kind of place. If it's a good one, it makes you feel good. So people are very judgy these days. We are judgy. We see you do something, we are like, how did you do a particular thing? You see a guy that just dresses this way, you're like, he's a Yahoo boy. You see a girl that is cashing out or something, everybody judge. So when you are trying to get out of a space,
that will not go away. Everybody
exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. That if you say
judging, I will continue to judge.
If you say that, you're right. If you not say that in a place of depression, they should know the kind of trends they want to jump on, and how the limits they want to go. The truth is, okay, take for instance someone that never smoked or never drank and probably lost a loved one or went through a breakup or something, and suddenly starts drinking or starts smoking. How
point
bad
is, we are not going to excuse.
So
we can still draw the person close and say, okay, maybe this thing led you to do this, but we are not going to just say, okay, because let him continue to take weed now because he's depressed. We see I think there are other measures we
anyways
can.
we are going out of trend though. We are going out of trend though. We are already delving into the depression part a lot, but I just feel like for the
point we're trying to make is people jump on trend
for different reasons. Yes.
For different reasons.
Okay. So anyway, now, okay, you can go.
Yeah, I was going to let us just maybe wrap it up, kind of like how the final thing why we really came up with this topic. How does it affect us? Take for example, like I said in my opening statement, it has ripple effects on some other life choices. Look at the issue of, say, Bob Daddy trend that we mentioned.
Okay.
And somebody went to borrow.
Okay.
Borrowing, you know how we see borrowing now. You know how borrowing can be.
Is it bad?
It's not as if it's bad.
It's not bad. That's my point.
You can plunge people, and the fact that we say, okay, why are you doing it? Just for validation, right? It can make you pick up habits that you don't like.
Well, that's true.
Start an habit like drinking, all those things. Maybe your reason is validation. Mm-hmm. You understand? And you say all boys smokes. Say that's what you believe is the trend. If you are not smoking, you are not a big boy.
Abby.
Let's take for example, just making an example.
I get that.
And then you start smoking because you want to be seen as a big boy. You understand? So you have picked up an habit, a very bad habit,
and
just because of you want to jump on that trend of
it's
big
like
boy
the
thing.
biggest cause of insecurities. Like, it's like even the trendsetters, or is that what they call them?
Yeah,
Trendsetters. They are like selling insecurities to, maybe not knowingly, or maybe people that took over the trend. They just
I think it's
sell insecurities
sometimes
in a
it's
funny
just
way.
the capitalist nature of things. People just put their business and they want to make the highest profit. They don't. Nobody is thinking about the effect of X, A, how A affects Z.
Exactly. Like, nobody really cares about how, we all shout,
Everything is
yeah,
just
your mental health
profit.
is, the truth is, hello everyone, you're actually in charge of that mental health. See, everybody that say your mental health is, when they want to sell anything to you, they will sell it to you regardless of how it affects your mental health. That's the thing. A lot of people would just, they would have done it, and then they would not come back and start telling you, oh, you're not in a place of wait. This thing actually cost me this.
Okay. Bottom line is, because trend can actually affect not just that singular decision. That singular decision can actually affect other life decisions as we grow up as people. I think it's best that we evaluate, even maybe before we jump on it, or maybe while we are in it, or I don't know if after we have jumped on it can be helpful. But it doesn't have to take some deep introspection. You can just pause. Just a pause can make you make a U-turn. You understand? Just a pause. Why am I doing this? Maybe I'm not doing this again.
Another thing is, people should just bear in mind that trends are short-lived. They come and go. So if you are trying to kill yourself over a particular trend, something that is trending, because what is happening, I don't know what is in vogue, I'm not using this particular thing, I'm not saying this particular thing, it will go out of style. You will still
to do for BlackBerry trend.
Is it just BlackBerry? Different things.
iPhone now is in vogue.
New phones come, especially gadgets. Gadgets upgrade.
Exactly.
You cannot keep jumping on everything.
iPhone 12 just come out, So don't let trend plunge you into picking up habits you don't want to pick up, or doing things you don't.
Insecurities is like it just increase your level of insecurity. So you have to know yourself, know why you're taking up a trend, and don't forget that this thing, it only lasts for a while. There was a time skinny girls was trending. That's what was trending. Everybody was trying to get fit and get slim and all of that. Now, at some point, it was is it thick? Thicker body. Thicker body. Everybody wanted to and then people that were skinny were feeling insecure. Not all of them. Some of the people were feeling insecure that I'm not fat, I'm not this. Some people started, doing a lot of things to get fat in the right place.
Yeah. Even consuming drugs that you shouldn't.
Exactly, drugs that are harmful,
So, yeah.
They don't even think about the side effect and everything. Just, in fact, most of these drugs are even working based on side effect anyways. So that's that one. And then things have changed. Now people are going with the snatched waist. If you not get your waist snatched, and then in some months time it is people with folded tummy that is trending.
Snatched waist. Who is snatching the waist?
I see. You don't understand. I'm talking about hourglass, something that is, figure eight. What do you know?
Waist will be so.
What do you know?
I don't know anything. That's why I'm asking.
Gosh. Anyways, I'm just saying we cannot kill ourselves to jump on everything. Just take the little you can. Look at those that align with your values.
Trend in this Nigeria.
There is a lot of
fashion. You can stop from that to tomorrow.
Slangs.
Exactly, slangs. Even people. Sorry.
Okay.
When you say some slangs that are street slang, and you say it in a corporate set, people like that. Are you?
Okay.
What's up? You understand? I think that's a different angle. The way
Let me
people
give you this
judge.
gist. Let me give you this gist.
Okay.
Let me give you this gist. So there was this time when we were in secondary school, and what was raining was you know what this when someone asks you a question and you're like, be me. Like ask me. So that was what was trending, and everybody was jumping, especially secondary school students and all of that. We're all jumping on the me. So when class that day, me and my friends were gisting, my seatmates were just gisting, and then the teacher was checking our notes to see whether we're up to date and that. And then he just got to my front and was like, "Where is your note?" What happened was it was not impulse. It was even a coincidence. My friends were talking and they were asking me something, and I was like, I was responding to them that be me. The next thing, the man just took it up like, what? Are you trying to? Oh God, we dragged it though. The man was like, I chopped beating. A flog. I was not telling me to go to the. He now said I should go to the staff room. That was where we now started the real fight. I feel like that was the only time in secondary school that I really acted like, I cannot do staff room. I cannot go to staff room because that staff room, all the teachers will now start having something to say. They will now start putting their mouths. Even people that did not know you,
he doesn't write my biology note.
As in, so immediately he said I should go to staff room. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I didn't even know where my confidence came from that day. I was like, excuse me, sir. Is it that you beat me to death here? But that staff room, I will not go. But it was just, that's why sometimes I'm just trying to say that when we jump on trends too much and we are used to it, we use it where we are not supposed to use it. Exactly. You get the same way you cannot tell your mom, if it depends on the kind of relationship you have with your mom or something, or the kind of the discussion you're having, you now say mado, or you get some things that you will not just say.
You'll be like, am I mad?
Some people will not understand. So it's just whatever you're jumping on, be in charge. Don't let that thing be in charge of you. I don't know how. I don't know if I'm making sense. Take charge of whatever it is that you are taking into your life or welcoming into your life. Don't let that thing take charge of you. That's my own. So Ola, wrapping it up.
I want us to make a distinction, if there is, because I feel like there's a thin line between cultural evolution and trend. Take for example fashion. It was baggy and all these things. Then trouser became slimmer due to too many series of trend. So sometimes is it cultural evolution? It's cultural evolution. You're moving with it because you cannot be left behind. You understand? And then there's another word, trend. You understand what I'm trying to say? So what is that? Is there? I think there's a thin line there. So how do we not confuse ourselves? Like, okay, I'm just living. I'm just evolving.
I feel like for trend, we already said, sure, evolution is like constant, something that would definitely happen. In the next generation now, things will be different. We already have the Gen Z, or what they call them now, Generation Z. So we have different generations. We have the millennials and all. So there are different generations and different things will happen in that
generation.
Yes. So what's my point now is with trend, they are short. They are very short-lived compared to a cultural evolution. Okay. I don't know if I get if you get what I'm trying to say. You mentioned something about baggy and slimmer feet as the generation evolved, the cultural evolution happened. So now with trend, when it comes to baggy in that particular time and period, there will be different types of baggy. It might be a baggy that has different shade of color, or a baggy that looks a funny way, I don't know, that was trending then.
Okay.
It's not like we don't have baggy now, but it's like if you are going to use a baggy now, it could come as a trend. You get? It's not the main thing people will wear on the regular thing. So it could be a fashion style, There were times where guys wear boot cuts, girls wear boot cuts, and then all of a sudden everybody's putting on pursuit. And then now again I'm seeing boot cuts coming back in trend. So it will just happen for a very brief time. But we already know that what's happening now and in this generation is a slimmer fit. Okay. Compared to the same way, I feel like let's start from they were putting on lips, right? Or there are still some cultures that put on lips. I'm just saying, there are still some cultures that there are still some people that will put on lips. So you get, so for different cultural evolution, it's going to be at least longer than a trend. That's the duration will be longer than a trend. Trend would happen in the process or in the midst of the evolution.
Okay, I think
that's what I think. But maybe when I think about it properly again, I would have a better.
Now, yes,
I feel like the time is already getting. Like the day is already ending. So my is this software now? iOS? No, it's not iOS I'm using. It's Android. It shuts down. It's already getting. The iOS in my brain is shutting down.
Let's
don't mind me. I'm just joking.
So, guys, we've talked about trend and why people jump on trend. What trend is actually, how it's kind of like different from cultural evolution, and then how it affects our life basically. I think there are points to take home,
Okay.
You can have a listen again and again and again and again and again.
And you can also send us. You can also share with us, in the comment section, voice messages, anyway. Just send us some trends you've jumped on, what you think about it now in retrospect. How do you feel? Do you really like the fact that you jumped on it all? And what's your take on trend now? Just let us know. And what's trending for you now? How do you feel about
trending now?
Yes. How do you feel about what's trending now? Do you want to be a part of it, or you don't want to? And what are your reasons? Just share with us.
Trend is so big a thing that Twitter created a column for trend.
Exactly.
Is the kind
if
of
you want
trend.
To know what's happening, I feel Twitter is it's your
blog.
As in, just go there, look for what's happening. Worldwide.
Be mindful of the time you spend on that thing. Like,
well, on all social media platforms. It's just a click before you are consumed. But
that's another topic for another day.
I know. I just decided
to
guys,
thank you for listening to the
yes,
end.
Thank you.
You listen to the end.
You guys are the real G. You people that are listening to the end, you are the real G. If you are listening, like you are hearing my voice right now, kudos to you. I'm giving you a shout out. Shout out to all of you that are listening to this particular point. And those of you that stopped in the middle, okay, you will not know, but you will listen. Don't worry. I'm still shouting out to all of you. Thank you very much. They should come and listen. Thank you very much. Shout out to you guys.
So as usual, guys, Google Podcast,
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, everything. And I hope you guys know that you can download Spotify now. It's in Nigeria. So you guys can just go to Play Store and download and listen. Don't forget to also send messages, share your stories with us. Let us learn from you as you're learning from us. Let's grow together. It's not just about us, it's about everybody.
Yep.
So guys, Ola, you want to sign out?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that register for the COVID vaccine again, and then.
Do you know the website?
Yes, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency website. Just type it on Google.
We would link it on our
description in the description
box. We will drop it in the description box.
check the description for the vaccine, COVID vaccine registration. If
I
you are
think
listening in Nigeria.
they're actually placing it on. They are giving it. I think they're giving it based on priorities, but irrespective, just register first. Whatever happens.
There are more orders coming in according to the head of that agency. So
just register and keep an open mind, guys. Don't bother about. As I said, take charge of your life. It is your life. Decide what you want to take. Don't let any what they call them, conspiracy theorists and all of that. Don't let them come and decide for you. Because at the end of the day, don't forget, it is your
guys,
life.
We'll see you next week with another interesting conversation. Bye from me.
Yes. So join us next week for another episode of the Ola and Oyin podcast. Have a fabulous weekend and week ahead. We love you.